If you want to find out which countries are buying and selling US debt, watch this video. It's important to find out what countries are buying and selling. Keeping an eye on the economic indicators at these levels gives us an understanding of what's really happening. We can see which countries stand to gain or lose as geopolitical tensions rise and pressure mounts. It's very easy to keep an eye on these statistics in just minutes per month, so let's take a look. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today I'm going to show you very simply how to know if countries are buying or selling US debt, what exactly they own. I'll show you how to break that all down for yourself, so let's begin. All of that data is publicly available at the Department of Treasury's own website. So I will go through this very quickly and show you exactly which pages you need to see and all the details. Most of the time, people are getting this information from either news articles or they are watching the news, maybe it's Bloomberg or CNBC, and they hear the talking points and they're basically getting to only the absolute basics and you'll hear of any major changes. But that's not really good enough. If you want to be somebody who understands the financial system, you can't just know the basic stuff. You have to know the details, the nuances, and then connect the dots. Otherwise, you're going to be a victim as they take advantage of you. The one thing you should do every single month is go to a search engine and type in major foreign holders of Treasury securities. Then you will scroll down to the website that has treasury.gov in it. So if you look at this page here, it's right at the bottom. So if I were to click on that, it brings up this. And you will see two things that you have to ensure are correct, okay? And these dates are very important. So the data you're getting right now as I record this, it's the middle of February, and you can see right here in the bottom area, Department of Treasury / Federal Reserve Board, February 15, 2019. You will also notice the actual data, however, is from December of 2018. So we're finding out this information about a month and a half after the fact. This is the newest information you are going to find. So while that may seem outdated, it's the latest data. There's nothing further you can get from that. So whenever you're looking this up, ensure that you're getting the most recent information by checking the date at the bottom and then referencing what is the newest available information. While this is very important, and this is definitely the one that you need to check on every single month, this being the major foreign holders of Treasury securities, but we can actually drill down much further and see a lot more detail. I'll show you how to get that. If you go to this part of the Treasury website, you're going to be able to drill down much further into this country-specific data. So if I were to scroll down here and click on Canada as an example, this is what you would get. Now the font's pretty small. I'll zoom in to give you an idea of what they're saying here. Foreign purchases and sales of long-term domestic and foreign securities by type. And this is, of course, in the millions of dollars. But if you scroll through, they're going to give you the detail every single month going way back, and they include Treasury bonds and notes, stocks, foreign bonds, foreign stocks in both gross purchases and gross sales. The reason I mention this is because you're always hearing this type of information and it's being provided to you through the mainstream financial media. But where do they get that data? It's not a secret, it's publicly available. So why not look at it for yourself? Instead, what most people do is they watch the news or they read a certain website or look at a newspaper, and they're going to select what information to give to you. But instead, on a monthly basis, there's a few things that you should be checking through, this being one of them. It takes just a couple minutes, it's only once a month, and all of that information is going to be available to you to check out. You just quickly skim through it, you got the idea, you get the picture, and you move on into the next piece of data that you need to check out. So I think this is very important. Let me show you some others. Then there's this, U.S. transactions with foreign residents in long-term securities. If I were to go through here, scroll down, I can click on these different links they have, and you'll get this type of information. net transactions in foreign long-term securities by U.S. residents, seeing all the details of that. Every country in here, you can see what they did over the past 3 months. This gives us an idea of what they're buying, what they're selling, more specifically than the information that you would see on that first one I showed you, and a lot more detail than what you would get through the mainstream financial media. This is good, but it would be nice to see in a chart form as well. I know a lot of people prefer that visual, and it's obviously a way that people can quickly see information without having to scroll through all of this. And one of the most simple ways that you can get this data is through a website called tradingeconomics.com. Fantastic site. They have so much data on here available for free, and you can see this United States net purchases of US Treasury bonds and notes, and you'll see on this chart that the most recent data we have here shows that it is in a negative for the last month, which happens to be December as I record this video. But anyway, it just gives you an idea of what's happening in chart form as well. In just a couple minutes, you can put all that together and make the financial decisions for yourself based on this. So definitely check these sites out. The links will be in the description for you to check out under sources at the bottom. Always keep an eye on these factors as well as the others I have covered. This video is part of my free e-course for everybody to check out. I have hours upon hours of information. You can get that at themoneygps.com. All the data is available for you on there, so check it out. I have so many more of these type of videos coming. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and if you found the video informative, please give me a thumbs up. That's how you tell me that this is good info, that you want to know more about the financial system, and of course I will be here to provide it for you. If you found the video informative, I know you'll find my books even more informative. I've got so much to share in here, everything from the foundation, from all of the details that were left out from the education that we had throughout K-12 and beyond. This doesn't really prepare us for our future, so that's why I wrote these 2 books. You can check them out at the link in the description, and if you want the audiobook, you can get that at themoneygps.com.